I came to Rock Solid Families when I was really desperate. Just to be honest, I was navigating being a single parent to a child that has a lot of behavioral and mental health needs while still struggling with my own mental health. So I remember when I first came to Rock Solid and finding out, unlike other places that we had gone for help, they didn't take insurance, and being so afraid as a single mother who was already struggling. I mean, I had to make some visits to food pantries and things like, how am I going to do this even though it might be what's best for us? And it's because of so many wonderful donors that Rock Solid has that we were able to, my son was able to meet with Merle and was able to get that one-on-one help. All of a sudden, my child didn't have this strong male presence in his life all the time. And Merle at Rock Solid was just a monumental part of him really seeing a positive male role model and speaking with a male positive role model and just learning a lot. I saw a big change in him, like even just time spent in the gym tossing ball together and that camaraderie, it was really beneficial to him. I was able, to meet with Linda and to really establish some things for my own mental health that were beneficial. In the last year, God has drastically changed my life. I'm probably gonna cry. But I went from being just really desperate and just not knowing where to turn next to coming to Rock Solid and getting really my foundation back and strengthening that relationship with God. My relationship with my son got better. I made a prayer board of all these intentional things that I wanted to pray for my life. And one by one, those things on that prayer board just became answered, and I can't explain it other than God. He brought a wonderful man into my life. And he not only loves me, but Leo, and he comes with 2 awesome kids.
I asked the girl that babysat both of our kids, which happens to be her cousin, I was like, can you get me in? Can you get me a number? How do we do this? How can you help me? And so she had messaged Julie and said, hey, this guy wants your number. He wants to know about you. And then we started talking back and forth, and our first couple phone conversations of pushing 3-4 hours per conversation were just incredible. I mean, I had never had conversations like that with a woman before. He probably gave me one of the strongest women I know. I don't deserve that. I don't. And I opened my life to him and my heart. The divorce that I went through was a little rough. Being a firefighter paramedic, we're supposed to be the tough guys. We're supposed to not blink. We're supposed to not falter. And when you have something like that happen to you personally, it's hard not to trip. It's hard not to falter. Early on, it was not a good path. It was not a path of positivity, and it was not a path of a Christ-centered life. I was angry with God. I was very angry. How could you do this to me? I don't deserve this. I think I wanted to do faith-based coaching probably equally as much as Julie did. So I think it was a no-brainer for us to dive into this. We're sitting down and both nervous, and when you went over our answers and said you guys are a vitalized couple, it was just such a relief to know that the person that you were making the investment in was for you. The other day I was looking at my Ohio driver's license, and it says it on your Ohio driver's license that with God all things are possible. And that statement couldn't be more true. It is very true. Once you open your heart and you open your mind and your arms and you accept him, he's going to start giving. If I had to use a word to describe our future, it's full. It's full of love. It's full of faith, full of family. and just full of true happiness.